the starting 11. So there is quite a lot of inexperience in that batting lineup. Probably the key for them is going to be how they get on. Well, we always say this, but probably even more so with how England's form's been. Maybe the first couple of tests, if they can just sneak in there and be competitive, then maybe we'll see how the series goes from there.
Absolutely, yeah. And another series I'd like to mention that just finished recently, the West Indies-New Zealand one. I thought that was a wonderful series of Test cricket between two nations that aren't ranked at the top, but New Zealand won the first one comfortably. West Indies hit back, won the second one, and the decider. West Indies almost hung on at the end there. Wonderful series, really tightly contested. New Zealand have got a very strong set of players at the moment. If you consider that Jesse Ryder and Doug Bracewell aren't even in that team for non-cricketing reasons almost, it just goes to show that they might be a team to keep an eye on in the coming years as well. But there's plenty of really exciting Test cricket going on. It's much maligned in the format that it shouldn't be, because it certainly produces just as much drama as all the other formats for me.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we just had to look at those two tests with England and Sri Lanka, didn't we? I mean, that was absolutely gripping stuff, wasn't it? I mean, both games went down right to the end, and I thought England fought really well in that second test, to be honest, against Sri Lanka. It was exciting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, no team has ever saved a test match going into a final day 5 wickets down, and England came within 2 balls of doing it. It just goes to show, the enormity of what they almost achieved, and you could see what it meant to Jimmy Anderson at the end. That Mohamed Ali, I mean, he was batting almost like he was being thrown throwdowns by a child. He just looked completely unperturbed by the situation. He could have batted another day, but in the end, him not taking strike of that final over, possibly just handed the advantage to Sri Lanka. But plenty of positives to take from England from there, because not many people, me included, gave them a chance of getting into the final session. So they need to obviously up their game a bit to take on India, but it should be a cracking series, and good to see 5-game series back on the agenda as well. So real chance for contests and rivalries to develop as the series goes on.
Definitely. I was going to actually ask you, JP, I know you touched on Alistair Cook earlier in the sort of press release on, but I know before the last test against Sri Lanka, he made reference to maybe some of the criticism he's getting has gotten a little bit too personal and stuff like that. I know there's been a lot on Twitter from Piers Morgan, who's good friends with Kevin Peterson. I mean, what's your take on this? I mean, do you think that Alistair Cook should have come out and said that? Do you think it's gone too far? I mean,
yeah, he shouldn't have come out and you as a player, you can never take on the media and win. So I know I can understand how he might be feeling, but I don't think he was right to actually come out publicly and say, look, stop criticising me for getting personal. It sort of comes with the territory, I'm afraid. Being England captain in any sport is you are there, you are a public figure. You're going to be open to criticism when it's not going well, as much as you're going to take the plaudits when it does go well. So I don't think it was the right idea for him to come out and actually, publicly answer his critics, particularly if he's not getting any runs. If he was getting runs, but the team wasn't doing so well, he'd be in a bit of a stronger footing. But he's not getting runs, he's not looking good, and he's not leading the side in the way that people like Shane Warne, Michael Vaughan were able to do. So he'd be better off, for me, just getting his head down, getting some runs, and just keeping quiet and just carrying on like that. Really, I don't think anything was to be gained from publicly attacking his critics, I'm afraid.
No, I agree with you. I think obviously you're in the media still. I've worked in it for a while, and you can't take on the media, because you just got, as you say, that they're not going to stop saying things. Especially like Piers Morgan's kept tweeting. Shane Warne, to be honest, initially it was more whether you agree with it or not. It seemed like it was more opinion initially, and more about the fact that he felt Cook was a negative captain. It was construed. But then, if anything, when Cook came out with those comments, Warne came out with even more and more, and that's, to me, I was just thinking that was an ill-advised thing to do, because, especially as you say, hopefully from his point of view his form picks up, and he's a class batsman, we all know what he's capable of, but come next Ashes, let's say for any reason he's not in the best of form, well, the Aussies are going to sort of know, well, hang on a minute, this guy doesn't like criticism, and you can just imagine so you set yourself up for a fall, in my opinion, doing things like that.
Yeah, I agree. It just sort of adds fuel to the fire, as you say. It's exposing a potential weakness which any team would be foolish not to try and exploit. So not his smartest move, I'm afraid.
No, completely. And JP, I was going to ask you as well today. Of course, we should talk about the anniversary game at Lord's that's going on. I think Alfred was in danger of ruining the game, wasn't he, at one stage? But he got taken off. Have you caught up, seen much of that today?
I've got a scorecard in front of me. I haven't managed to see any footage. I'll have a little look later.
Yeah.
But I've seen that you guys got 100.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
And Side Agile at 4 wickets. He's been in phenomenal form for Worcestershire this year. So yeah, it looks like it could be a good game. If that's to say that, I don't know if you were saying something about the rain. Is it rain? No, they're underway again, aren't they? So.
Yeah. No, it was 70 for 5 at one stage. The rest of the world, and Admiral was just going great guns, and I think they just kept them off, kept out the attack because they wanted to get there, at least try and get a full 100 overs, and then Yuvraj just kind of came in and started playing as well as he can. And yeah, it looks like a pretty entertaining game. It's a good celebration of the game, really. It's nice to see all the legends playing.
Absolutely, he likes playing at Lord's. Yuvraj. He's got some happy memories there as well. It's good to see Paul Collingwood in the runs as well.
Yeah, no, completely. And I think and KP got quite a reception there as well, which is quite interesting to see.
Did he? It was interesting. I was doing a county cricket video earlier on with Cricket World, and we were talking about how Pearson was booed at Chelmsford the last night or the night before.
Yes,
so good to see that he's got a better reception at the home of cricket.
Yeah,
But he didn't stick around for very long, unfortunately.
No, exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
Stumped by Chris Reed, his former teammate.
Oh, of course. So JP, just you're on Twitter as well. Yeah, just for people that are watching this video, yeah, you can obviously. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what me and JP have been talking about, like with any of the sports really, because there's so much sport going on right now, isn't there, JP? Just as we've touched on. Obviously, you can follow me on Twitter at AaronK28, and JP, what's your Twitter handle?
Twitter is JS Pennington.
That's the one. So yeah, you can get in touch with JP as well, and you've got a blog as well, haven't you, JP?
Yeah, my personal website is I think it's much the same, jspennington.com, where I occasionally post about non-cricket matters, anything cricket. Obviously stays on Cricket World. They pay me to do cricket stuff. So anything other than that, I pop it on there sometimes. I would have done stuff on the World Cup, but unfortunately I had a bit of an internet blackout up here in the Midlands over the last couple of days, so not able to sort of get online and do as much as I'd like. So it's a bit of a shame, but there we go.
Okay, guys. So yeah, any comments, just comment down below on the box or Twitter, or get in touch via JP's blog, and don't forget to go on cricketworld.com as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you again soon.